right, we're going to review some other NFL injuries here today from this season. So here, didn't seem like a bad injury. This is J.K. Dobbins. Actually, he injured his Achilles tendon, and he actually had to have that surgically repaired. So common injury, and here is another one that was, of course, very much in the highlights this year. Aaron Rodgers in his first minutes with the Jets. He tore his Achilles, and so we can see that as he's, doesn't look like a hard tackle. He has a hard eccentric pull and pop on that Achilles. Giants versus Cardinals, and this is Saquon Barkley going down. So you can see he's down, he's in pain as he's trying to pull, and he had an ankle sprain. And so different kinds of ankle sprains that we can have. I believe he just had a typical inversion kind of sprain where you kind of roll the ankle in, and he likely injured his anterior talofibular ligament, calcaneofibular ligament. And he was listed as inactive for the following week, but he is actually been removed from the injury report for week 5, so we should be seeing him. Injury is Anthony Richardson getting a concussion, so you see him kind of getting, so we see targeting right there, and so this is something that we've really a concussion, and so unfortunately he was concussed with this. The NFL and I work with the XFL mapping protocols as far as what we're going to be doing in regards to being able to get the athlete back into activity afterwards. Paul Adams with the Seahawks, he is trying to tackle the quarterback right there. He actually kind of got Muay Thai'd right into the head. One thing I try to really say, it's like, we have some helmets that are meant to kind of hopefully reduce the incidence of concussions, but there is no concussion-proof helmet injury. And so Nick Chubb actually had a knee dislocation, which tends to be a multi-ligamentous injury back when he was in college at University of Georgia. Terrible seeing this injury happen to him again. This was another multi-ligamentous injury. He has already actually had one surgery, and he's injured areas that I am aware of is he retore his ACL. He also injured the medial capsule on the inside of the knee. He injured the medial meniscus, which is that force transducer that we have on the inside of the knee, and he injured the medial collateral ligament as well on the side of the knee. That's the medial stabilizer. And so he's already had surgery to kind of repair that medial capsular injury and the meniscus and the MCL. And for whatever reason, they need to kind of go back in there to revise the ACL. They're going to be doing that a little bit later in the year after he kind of recovers from the initial kind of there are treatments if I have like an isolated MCL or meniscus. If we have a multi-ligamentous injury where we have multiple things like that going on at once, is there a role for regenerative medicine? And the answer is maybe as an adjunct, but maybe, sometimes there are things that I see that I'm like, yeah, this probably needs to at least be seen by a surgeon to see if we need surgery. And if they think that we can get away with non-operative care, then sure, let's see what we can do from a regenerative end. There's lots of things that we can do to help people to have more chronic issues, but some of these acute injuries like these, some of them do require surgical intervention to be able to get you back and active and moving. But at the same time, some of the ramifications of these injuries means that we're going to develop things like arthritis down the road. And so there's also a role for doing regenerative medicine to potentially help postpone or completely avoid the development of arthritis and the symptoms of arthritis down the road. Thanks for watching. Check us out at moshesmedicinedfw.com.